So today we're kind of ditching the whole vlog format. I really just wanted to talk about my brother's MK6 GTI. So I don't know if you can see it. There it is back there. And the last time we heard about it on this channel is he got his CTS catback installed. It was just that, and we weren't too impressed with it. If you want to see the whole video, it's right there. He's been saving up some money, and he finally saved up enough to not only just go stage 2, but buy a couple of other supporting mods. Like he got a new diverter valve, but he also got a new intake, the CTS Turbo Intake, which is something that I want to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about the whole stage 2 thing in another episode, but today we're talking about the CTS Turbo Intake. So here's pretty much the intake and all. I mean, I don't have a video of the stock, air box. Looks really nice. I like the way it looks. It's very clean. When people see that, it's just kind of like, oh, hey, you care about doing stuff to your car. So, I like it. Now, let's go for a ride. Right, okay. Let's get to it. All turbocharged cars, it has that nice little blow off. I don't know if you can hear it from in here, but let me see. So you give it a little and just, it's too cool, and I love it. One of the two things that I've noticed that I'm hearing differently, that blow off, that whenever you let off the gas, whether it kind of has to be at like 2,000 or 3,000 RPMs, that's when you hear it the best. Second thing that I've noticed is, if you know anything about this intake, you will know that you'll see on forums or you'll see where videos, this thing whines. Whenever you get past, I believe it's like 3 grand or something, and you're full on gunning it, it starts to make like a screaming noise. It's perfectly normal, that's the way the intake was made. Get out of my way. So it looks like it's only between 3 and 4,500 RPMs. You can hear it all. Under the bridge we go. Sounds so good. Now, in case you're wondering, that whine, it's not being fed into the car, it's not fake. You can definitely hear it outside the car. Let me show you what I mean. Thoughts on this thing. A lot of people will say, oh, get a cold air intake, it'll add this much horsepower, or add 10, 20, 30, 40, throw out a bunch of ridiculous figures. From what I can tell with the intake, it does not add 20 horsepower, but it does help with things like throttle response. What I notice now is, instead of that big box and in the front, I mean, it's it takes a while for all the air to go through there. With this, the throttle response is so much faster. It's almost immediate. Tell whenever you you drop a gear, and instantly whenever you put your foot on the pedal, it's giving it all the air it needs. It's telling it to go, go, go. And you know, with the standard box, with the standard intake, you'd have to wait a little. The air would have to go through it, it would have felt like. Not with this. No way, not with this. And I have no doubt that maybe there is some horsepower added, but if there is, I can't tell too much. So something that I didn't really talk about too much, but has a huge effect on, is more the high end. From 4,000 to 7,000, or 6,800, whatever it really is, that's where you begin to feel this, the intake. Because this car has a smaller turbo, you begin to feel the power kind of start to die off, like after like 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. It's not as strong as it was in the beginning, because with the smaller turbo, you have a lot more low end torque. A big thing with this air intake is once you go past 4,000 RPMs and into, you know, 6,000 or sometimes 7,000, if you're gonna hit that, you feel a lot more linear power band. You still feel like the car is pulling consistently, and that's a huge thing. Because I remember running, we used to do pulls with this car, whenever we do pulls with this car, before the intake, it used to kind of like, you'd feel this like great pull of torque from the beginning on. So once you got past 4,000, 5,000, it felt like the engine, felt like the car was struggling to get to that red line, but not with the new intake. It definitely feels like you have a lot more linear power band. It feels like it's getting there like no problem. So my ending thoughts on a CTS Turbo Intake upgrade, definitely get it. You know, it's a dope mod, a lot better throttle response, and you know, a bit more horsepower. I mean, definitely does the trick. I think this whole thing costs $200 or $300. I'll link it in the description below, so check that out, and you know, where I got it from. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can subscribe right there. Come on, do it. You know you want to. And you want to check out any of my previous videos, right there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Give me some feedback. Tell me if I suck dick. Tell me if I did alright at this. Should I put that in there? I don't know.